Hey, what's going on YouTube? MC Seth here, coming at you from the spare room. This time we're going to be talking a little bit about Amazon KDP and the problems that you guys are having sort of coming up with prices for your journals. So I'm going to cover that in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right, for those of you who don't know, I'm MC Seth, or DJ Seth, Seth, Joseph, whatever you want to call me, it's fine. I run the Serial Carnage YouTube channel where I give tips, tricks and tutorials about how to make your print-on-demand business as good as it can be. And I'm just going to flick you straight over to my webpage and onto me KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing by Amazon. Now, I'm fairly new to this, but I've been fairly successful very quickly, meaning that my earnings from this have nearly caught up to my RedBubble, which I've had for 4 months, and I've had this for 1 month. And I was earning less than $1, less than £1 per book in the beginning. So I've kind of changed my prices around now and things are looking okay. So I wanted to give you guys some advice on how you can price your products, because obviously you've got to price them up into different categories. For example, let me go down to an actual book that's live. Here we go. We've got this book here, and now you can see it's available on Amazon US, UK, German, French, Spanish, Italian, Japanese and Canadian. Now they're all very different forms of currency, so you've got to bear in mind how much do you want people to pay for these. Now I started off at $5.99, earning less than $1, and I wasn't happy about that, so I changed it to $7.99 US dollars. Now you can change it to anything on Amazon.com, and you know, $5.99 or $7.99, and have the other currencies fall in place with whatever that costs. But my problem with that is, if you're not ending your products on X.99, that's the best psychological sale value to get a customer. Basically, if I was to sell this around X Libby Green Remix journal for £7.63, it would get less traffic and less conversions than it is at $7.99. Now, I don't know the reason behind that. I'm not a psychologist, but I've watched numerous videos and they say that's what works. So I'm just doing the same thing at the moment. And obviously, if you go into your local supermarket, everything's priced at $.99. So I suggest doing that in every single category, basically. Now, it's $7.99 US dollars, but I've not immediately converted that into UK. So for $7.99 US dollars, it's actually $5.99 Great British pounds and €6.99 euros for the German, French, Italian and Spanish markets. And for the Japanese market, it's 899 yen. And for the Canadian market, I put it at $8.99, which is nearly $2 less than what the actual conversion rate is off of $7.99 US dollars. It actually recommends putting the Canadian one at $10.14. But you know, I've priced a couple at $9.99. They haven't made sales yet, so I've dropped all the Canadian ones down to $8.99. Now this is only going to be a short video, so I'm just going to run you through those numbers again. So $7.99 US dollars, $5.99 Great British pounds, €6.99 euros in Germany, France, Spain and Italy, 899 Japanese yen, and $8.99 Canadian. And that's all you really need to know. Once you've got that figured out, you can, and if that's not working as well, you can always go back and adjust them, because obviously you would rate your artwork at more expensive than other pieces maybe. But the way I play the game is I just put them all the same. And if in a month's time I see my sales have dropped, then I can readjust those prices very easily. But just go into this little dot marker here, edit the print book pricing. Now just bear in mind what that will do is that will send it back in for review, so it might take 72 hours for it to go live again, but it won't disappear. It will stay live on Amazon at the previous settings, so it will stay live on the previous settings until 72 hours where it will change over to the new settings. So it's not going to disappear off Amazon if you make any changes or anything like that, so don't worry about that too much. Short video, that's all the information I'm going to give you in this one. That's all the information I'm going to give you in this one, because there's not really much else to say other than that's what you should be pricing your things at. And if you think that's a little bit too high, just let me mention that on RedBubble a journal is like $14.99. On Contrado it's like £29. So I think $7.99 is a brilliant starting point for these journals. So don't be afraid of charging $7.99 for your journal. And the way I see it is, if someone says to me, that's a bit pricey, isn't it? Well, how much is a blank journal with nothing on the cover, just a black or white or red journal? And then you've got to factor in the price of your artwork. If you value your artwork at $0, then that's fine, it is too much, but I don't do that, and you shouldn't either. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. If you find any sort of benefit from these videos, please leave a comment or like or subscribe to the videos, because there's a lot more coming out in the future, and obviously it would make me very happy if you do that. And if you've got any questions, just pop them down in the comments section. And like I said before in my previous videos, I'm fairly new to YouTube, so I've got a lot of time to respond to those comments at the moment in full detail, and I always like to try and heart and respond to every comment that I get. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you to it, and good luck in your print on demand business.